Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 7 of the Tardy Boys, the only podcast where we argued so long we didn't end it till next week. I am your host, Goblin Man, aka Kaleb, and joined with me this week and every other week is Austin, aka Flying Shrimp.
Hey, ladies, and are you trying to give me your number?
I hope not.
I'm actually gay.
Yeah, fellas, get to it.
Fellas, and if your numbers come my way, please.
Leave it in the comments below. For
You
legal reasons, do not do that.
No. Okay, instead of your own number, comment someone that you absolutely hate, and I'll just try rizzing them.
Leave your MILF mom's number in the comments below.
Yes! Yes! I like this idea.
Anyway, if you have not seen last week, I would highly suggest watching last week's episode first. Because me and Austin picked a bunch of random movies, and then we were arguing which one is the best of those movies. We went through the first round, but I think we'll get through all of them today, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's not gonna be a part 3.
Part 3 is just the final round.
Dude, honestly, there's a good chance that the final round.
Nah, we're getting this in. We don't want to keep you
It's
guys
Scott
waiting.
Pilgrim versus Avengers Endgame.
I was making the call already.
If we get that before the final round, I'm re-rolling.
Oh my god.
So for our audio listeners, we have Coraline and Infinity War as our starting one. I low-key kind of want to re-roll. This is a bad matchup. I want something similar.
Just okay. Re-roll 5 times without looking.
1. Okay. There's a long buffer. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's interesting. That's a good one.
Oh,
that's a really good reshuffle.
All right, so we got Dumb and Dumber and the Trueman Show, both Jim Carrey movies, both classics.
That's
crap. Okay,
a really good one.
Yeah, you know, I'm glad you re-rolled.
I'm glad you said 5 times.
Yeah,
I'm really glad you didn't say 4 because that would have been Dumb and Dumber versus Endgame.
God,
that would have been a dumb one.
I see what you did there. All right, move on. That was stupid.
And it just ends. We never finish it. Podcast over. We broke up.
We should title it "We Broke Up."
I have a thumbnail made for a video called "We Broke Up."
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, do you remember the Mario Maker video at all? Because we joked about a "We Broke Up" video, and I was like, so I made a fake thumbnail for it and like made it seem like it was an actual video.
That's crazy. Yeah, I have a shit fucking memory. You should know this by now.
This is true. Why did we start a podcast with you?
Right? And like I said last episode, I'm very bad at explaining stuff.
I am too. I fumble.
No. What do you mean, bro? You just keep yapping.
I do.
That's how you get your point across. You just keep yapping until
that's my
finally
problem.
like your words make sense.
Yeah, I think I wish I had more time to articulate Jurassic Park and Star Wars. I just never expected those two to be pit against Avengers films, which I think was the problem. That's why I didn't prepare anything for them.
Because you saw the competition and you know you lost.
That's not true. The only one I didn't willingly give was Star Wars. I don't know. I think I got more out of Endgame, but I don't know. I just think in a vacuum, they couldn't not pick Star Wars in that vacuum.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was last week.
Yeah, so go make sure to watch that so you can understand what we're talking about.
And it's definitely not the same day for us. I definitely didn't hit stop and start record.
No. This is a week later. We record them the day we post. Yeah.
It's crazy. We missed 2 weeks in a row, and then we're recording 2 weeks worth in one day. It is not happening again.
You don't know that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So after this episode, I'm resigning podcast.
Damn, that's 2 people gone. I'm gonna need to like fill it with new people. It's just me. Anyway, just to reinstate, since this is technically a new week, Dumb and Dumber, I love it because it's just so funny, and it's so I don't think I said this last week, but it's a comedy movie that I think anyone could watch because it's not very highbrow comedy, but it's just a classic, and it's just so funny. And it is just so full of so many memorable moments. And then there's the Truman Show, and the Truman Show is so full of so many iconic moments. And it's such. I think it's the Truman Show. I think Dumb and Dumber's funnier.
I didn't even fucking argue. I didn't even say a word, and bro took my side. Well, that's just how good the Truman Show is.
Honestly, Austin, I think a problem we're landing on is I think we're being way too defensive on the ones we picked.
Well, I mean but that's the whole point. That's why we picked them, because we fucking like the movie.
I know, but it's also I think we also have to just accept when it's like, oh, I like this movie.
I feel like we did that well last episode where we kind of just like accepted.
Bro did not pick Jurassic Park or Star Wars at all.
Hey, I let you have what was it?
Coraline.
What was it? Yeah. Oh yeah. And The Hustle.
No, Hustle lost. Hustle lost to Truman Show.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying that because I was looking at the movies on the side. I thought these were the ones that made it, but Minecraft movies right there, so I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, Truman Show, as I don't know, I think Dumb and Dumber is so much fun and I love it, but again, in a vacuum, as a movie, Truman Show is just better. Show, Truman Show, Dumb and Dumber made me laugh, but Truman Show made me laugh. It made me feel nervous. It made me feel I don't know, it brought more out of me, and just as a movie, it just works better.
Well, it's also hard to put Dumb and Dumber up here because it's focused on comedy.
I wanted to put a comedy movie up, knowing full well it wasn't making it. Like you put Minecraft movie up, no, knowing it wasn't making it.
Yeah, but Dumb and Dumber, it's a comedy movie. It has a story, obviously, but people really only remember most of the comedy stuff.
Yeah.
So and then the Truman Show is just an iconic story. It's just it's one big story. It's so just well made. The story of the boy whose whole life has been recorded and televised live. And everyone is in on it. That's just, it's like I said last week, it's just I gotta stop saying that. It's just such a cool concept for a movie, and they did it so well. And it's just, there's so many points in the movie, like you were saying, it makes you just feel so many different emotions.
Before we move on, I just want to say one scene from each movie that I enjoyed. Do you remember when he's building the snowman and he doesn't know what he's supposed to do with the carrot and the coal, so he makes a penis? I like that scene. And then the Truman Show, a moment that I remember feeling a lot of I don't know, I just felt something when it happened. It's just when the ship hit the wall.
Yeah.
I just remember there's just something about that just has always stuck out to me. It's something I always think about when I think of this movie. I think about that, and I think about the who are you talking to? But I mentioned that earlier. So.
Ooh.
Okay. I think these are the last 2 animated movies. Oh yeah, because we each picked 2, but each of them got pitted against each other.
Yeah. We got Coco and Coraline. Honestly, 2 very good movies.
Yes. Very, very good.
Amazing movies. Honestly, in my head, this is tough.
It's not tough for me, but I also haven't finished one of them.
Yeah, that's just so unfair. Didn't even finish Coco.
You didn't see all the movies I put in.
No, I know, but I'm saying you didn't even finish it. You saw the beginning of it. You saw how good it was, and you just never finished it.
I haven't seen the last 10 minutes.
Continued. Dude, the last 10 minutes are the part that made me cry.
Okay. Well, again, as we've mentioned, not hard for you not hard to make you cry. um no, Coco, very, I don't know, both of these are very visually amazing and both have very, very good set pieces.
Yeah.
um I like the style of Coraline more. Oregon mentioned, so that's a plus. That's an extra point.
Yo.
Oregon mentioned. I think characters in Coco are better, but I also think Coraline is much. It's, I don't know. It's more fun, and it has, like I've mentioned, also said before, it has all the creepy stuff, and I love all the creepy stuff. It has the dead children. It has the other mother. It makes you feel uneasy. Like,
Yeah.
Coco can make you feel like emotional, but Coraline makes you feel uneasy, which is, I don't know, it's just interesting because both of these movies do exactly what they want, but they're very different from each other, which makes it hard for us to argue.
You said that you think Coraline is more fun. I don't think that. I think Coco is a more fun experience, more enjoyable movie to watch. Coraline, like you kept saying, like it's more of a creepy movie. I feel Coraline, it's more engaging to watch just because of like the seriousness of it. And like you really need to, I feel like you need to pay attention a lot more in Coraline. There's a lot of details that like if you just don't notice, you just won't know. Um, and but in Coco, it's more of a journey. I feel that's a lot more fun. It um just the whole exploring that underworld area and just like the whole his family's chasing after him during the whole movie. There's just a lot more like action stuff going on. It just feels so.
I think, which is definitely intentional, but Coraline has a good balance of fun and creepy. Um, but I don't know. I think all of the stuff is like, even not necessarily just all of the like stuff to make her feel like she's having fun or whatever. Even like stuff outside of that, even stuff in the real world is fun. Like, I don't, the banana slug, Slugzilla. That was fun. Um, just like the, the garden, and it looks like her face. It's the rats performing. It's well, the gravy train with the, it's got like all the stuff, like all the food stuff, and then the last moment I'll mention is the one song that this, because this movie was going to be a musical, the song that carried over, uh, written by They Might Be Giants, is the song on the piano, making up a song about Coraline. She's a girl, she's a gal, she's a pal of mine.
I didn't even mention the songs in Coco.
I don't remember a single one, and there's only one song in Coraline, and I know it by heart.
No, dude, the songs in Coco are so good. They're just so the end song where he starts, well, so the song's called Remember Me. It's a very important song throughout the whole movie. But there's the scene at the very end where he's just playing with his grandma, and it's so special because it's the song that her dad made for her, which is the skeleton dude that Miguel befriended in the underworld. And, like, dude, everything just ties together so well in Coco. I feel like it's such a good story. Like I said earlier, the music was so good in this. You make me a poco loco. I don't know Spanish. I can't say that.
Spanish viewers rate it from 1 to 10.
10, obviously.
Our one Spanish viewer. We gotta have one at least. I think, what do we have, 12 subscribers? I think that's what it is.
I mean, the chance of, I mean, maybe there's got to be at least someone who knows Spanish.
Yeah.
Please give me a 10.
Don't give him a 10. Don't give him a 10.
Don't
Don't give him anything. Please.
But this is still like kind of tough. I personally still think I lean closer to Coco, but I know
I
you really like
I
Coraline.
love Coraline. Coraline is unironically it's one of my favorite animated films. I just love this. I don't know, just the style and atmosphere. I'm in love with it. Bro, I
Yeah.
applied to work for the company that made this film.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm going to pick this film.
Yeah.
And all the character
Like
designs, like, uh, I think the character designs trump Coco, and in Coraline. And
really.
you're going to argue like, remember like the women and they turned to gummy monsters and like, just the guy with the rats and I don't know, just even like
I
just
mean,
the regular people.
you're comparing characters made of they're skeletons.
Hmm.
Like, but yet there's so many different personalities with just their looks and they made a simple skeleton just so lively.
Yeah, but they gave the
It's just,
skeletons eyes and like like
well, I mean, yeah. What
expression.
else are they gonna fucking do?
Oh, I know, but I'm saying it's like it's not like pure skeleton. Like they're shaping them to be like look like people. It's not like
Yeah,
pure. It's not
but
like
you're over here, huh?
I was whatever. I think I don't know. I like Coraline. Are we flipping a coin?
No, we're not gonna flip a coin. If we're gonna decide, we're playing rock paper scissors.
Well, the coin said left, but I guess we'll play rock paper scissors.
All right, rock paper scissors then.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, rock.
Rock.
Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, best 2 out of 3, by the way. 3, 2, 1, rock.
Rock.
3, 2, 1, rock.
Rock. All right. I think I see a pattern.
Austin, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, rock.
Rock. All right. All right. All right.
3, 2, 1, rock.
Scissors.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna go paper.
Nope.
I thought that was gonna be the time you finally fucking switch.
I thought we were gonna do rock forever. I'm upset. Friendship over.
All right. Goodbye, podcast.
If you're
Enjoy.
leaving, then I'm picking. Scott Pilgrim wins. Let's go.
Hell nah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, rock.
Paper.
Damn.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, paper.
Rock.
Coraline wins.
I thought you were gonna choose scissors. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
You know what I'm picking.
I'm really
okay,
sorry
hold on.
to
I have to.
you, but
I forget. I have to tell people. It is Infinity War versus Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I just want to say, I think these are both of our one of our favorite movies on here.
Are you gonna pick Infinity War over Scott Pilgrim? Sorry.
Yes.
I meant Endgame.
I've always had the dilemma. I can't pick which one I like more.
Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, Austin. I don't want to put our favorite ones for like the random. Like, if it's our 2 favorites, I don't want to put them like here of all places. You know what I mean? I would rather reshuffle.
Can we still randomize?
Oh yeah, we can randomize whenever we want.
Okay, even though
Click 5
we already
times.
did 2. I mean, Caleb, there's only 2 other movies it could be. One other movie it could be. What's your other movie that we haven't?
Okay, I'm reshuffling again. It's not. We're not doing Endgame versus Scott Pilgrim.
Dude,
we're not doing that one.
The only 2 movies I
Stop!
have left are Infinity War and Endgame.
I'm waiting for it to reshuffle mine. We can't do this yet.
It really wants Scott Pilgrim. Well, okay, Caleb, though. It's either way, Scott Pilgrim's going to have to go up against one of these movies.
Ooh, this is interesting. Infinity War versus Spider-Verse. I forgot I picked this one.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
This is actually... Ooh, fuck. This is tough.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
It's Infinity War versus the Spider-Verse. I don't even have an argument. I can't think of it. Like, these are both just peak.
Flip a coin.
No, we can't just keep doing that. We're not flipping a fucking coin. I've said this so many times. It's rock paper scissors.
What if we flip a coin for the final one? No arguments. We flip a coin, whatever it lands on. I kind of like that idea. The viewers would love it. I'm just kidding. They would be pissed.
They would hate that. Infinity War into this. That's tough.
Well, first of all, Into the Spider-Verse works better as a standalone.
Hey, buddy.
And it does. I don't know. I'm partial to Spider-Man just as a character. I love the way Spider-Verse looks. I love it so much. But I also love all of the character moments in Infinity War. This is hard. I think here's the thing. I think I'm leaning into Spider-Verse right now. But I think like tomorrow I could lean towards Infinity War. That's the hard thing.
Oh really?
I think it's just like I think you could be the same way. Like you're having trouble deciding. Like I feel like you could lean one way today, but tomorrow you're like, you know what? That's what I felt yesterday, but today I'm low key feeling this. You know what I mean? Like you don't like regret what you chose or like fully change. It's just like on the day, it's just like, you know what I mean? So I think today I'm leaning to Spider-Verse. It's such a vibe, bro. It's got a great art style. It has some amazing characters and like character moments in this are amazing too. But I don't know. But Infinity War has so many great moments. It does have not everything's perfect. I think Hulk losing to Thanos in a fist fight was pretty dumb because I don't think Hulk should lose just a straight up fist fight. And then the Hulk not being in it the whole time was like, but like I'm more nitpicking, but at the same time I'm not nitpicking Spider-Verse as much. But I don't know. These both of these movies are peak. That is what the problem is where we are now. Is that we're arguing peak versus peak.
Because the thing, like, I don't have a problem with either of these movies. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the thing. Like, I could go either way, like you were saying earlier, like one way or other. But I again, Infinity War is one of my favorite movies, so I think I will always pick this over Into the Spider-Verse.
I would personally pick Spider-Verse, but like it's so close that I'll pick Infinity War with you. Like no rock paper scissors, we'll pick Infinity War.
I'm fine with that. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's do that then.
Fuck. I should have done Infinity War versus it. You know what I'm going, and I won't change my mind. We might as well just start rock paper scissors now. Like I don't care what you have to say to me.
Endgame versus.
Okay. You have one argument, but I won't listen to your argument, and I will make your argument for you.
Oh my god!
I will make your argument for you, but I won't care for it. I've kept saying I do keep saying in a vacuum I would pick this movie. In like I don't know, in terms of better movie, I will say Scott Pilgrim works better as a solo movie than in Endgame will, just because it's its own thing. It does its own thing. This is tied to so many other things. But Scott Pilgrim is the perfect movie for me. And I think I think you've mentioned that too before. It's just like everything in this movie is like, it feels like it's catered towards me. Like I've listened to the music made for this movie so much that like I'm like singing along when I watch the movie, and I keep singing even when it gets cut off. like there's a fake band in this movie, and they made like little songs, like they're just like 2 minutes, like they're not like full blown songs, but like I love the song so much that I listen to them in my free time, and like I know them by heart. Like it's crazy. I quote this movie nonstop. The direction, and I love Edgar Wright, bro, the director of this movie. The direction in this movie, the visuals in this movie, and also, have you ever seen Sky High?
You know, that definitely sounds familiar. I'm looking this up.
Okay.
Sky High.
It's a superhero movie.
Okay, I've actually not seen this.
Okay.
Never mind.
It's a movie I watched a lot growing up. It was on TV. But I so Sky High, in it, there Mary Elizabeth Winstead is in it, and I remember growing up, I had a very big crush on her because of that movie, and that helps this movie's get. She plays Ramona Flowers. Um,
Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, I had no idea.
um, uh, it's so good, and dude, it's just such a good movie. It's it's a like I don't know. It's so quotable. It's so funny. I went to the in Seattle last time I went to Seattle. I went to the Pop Culture Museum. They first of all they had an entire Leica Studios exhibit that we saw, which was fun. They Leica made Coraline, which was another one of my things. And then they also had it wasn't a Scott Pilgrim exhibit, but they did have Scott Pilgrim's guitar, and they had the picture of Ramona Scott draws, where it's one of my favorite, not maybe not one of my favorite jokes, but a very funny joke in the movie. Where it's like, have you seen a girl? She has hair like this, and it's like a really crudely done drawing. um, Edgar Wright made all of the actors learn the instruments so that they would actually be playing the right chords in the movie. That's so cool. That's so cool. And it has such a distinct style that it just oozes. It's just everything I love in a movie. Huh?
Did you say it oozes?
It oozes this style it has, and it's juicy and plump, and I love it. And I eat it up. I go.
Okay.
And
Right.
Scott Pilgrim
No,
isn't a very good person, but he learns to be better throughout the movie. Edgar Wright is a great director. I like Michael Cera. I've been watching Arrested Development. He's in that. I like Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I like a lot of the actors in this movie. It's just such a perfect movie, in my opinion.
I think that same way about Endgame. It's just such a movie.
So rock paper scissors then, because like you're not changing my mind. Like I love Endgame. I would like to make this. No, I love Endgame so much, but it's just like I'm picking this movie.
Kaleb, since you gave me Infinity War last round, I'll give you Scott Pilgrim.
Let's go.
We gotta make things interesting, you know.
Oh, okay. So we have Truman Show versus Scott Pilgrim.
I don't know how long I'll keep letting you just pick Scott Pilgrim though, because this already. This is, I don't know. I don't think I could.
Really, we could reroll.
Your whole like a big argument you had was that Infinity War, not Endgame, a standalone movie.
That's true.
It's not. But the Truman Show is a standalone movie, and it's fucking amazing.
It is a very good movie.
So, like, I just can't let you have this one.
Is this a rock paper scissors moment then?
I don't want to keep doing that though. Like, Austin, for the sake of the podcast, though.
Austin, you will never make me not pick Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim will win this whole thing if you let me.
No, I know.
Okay.
I know, but like,
what if we make a rule? Rock paper scissors can't be done for the final round, but we could do it.
Oh, obviously, I would not allow. Okay, let's rock paper scissors.
Okay.
All right, I'll count down. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Rock. Damn.
Go. Let's go. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Rock.
Scissors. Fuck. All right, I'm choosing rock. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Rock.
Paper.
Oh! You caught onto my strategy. I'm so mad. I'm seething.
Bro, you're mad, but you kept choosing the same one. It's like you wanted to lose.
Dude, I thought you were going rock. You lied to me.
Yeah, of course I lied to you.
Okay. Coraline versus Infinity War. Coraline is a standalone film.
Just keep bringing that up.
That's why I picked my movies. That's why I didn't pick Empire Strikes Back. That's why I picked New Hope.
Okay. But like I said prior, Infinity War is a better movie to watch standalone than Endgame is. So I know a lot of people started on Infinity War and still Loved
That
it.
is crazy. I've never met anyone who said that.
Really?
Yes. Well, I don't talk to crazy people.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you call me crazy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, name one person.
I don't remember who it was.
Exactly.
It was like there was two people. There was two people I ever talked about this, and they said that.
Damn.
It was in middle school when they came out. Because
The closet?
yeah, yeah. Um, no, but like Infinity War, like broke the internet. It was huge. It's massive. Like the
Wanna?
low taper fade meme.
No, can't do it. We can't do this, Austin. I can't take this no more.
But it's just Endgame. Not fuck. Infinity War is just had a much bigger impact than Coraline did, just overall. Like
That's
Coraline,
true. It did.
Coraline's a great movie. I keep saying that every time it appears because it is. It's a great movie. Infinity War is just a way greater of a movie though. Like, I don't know, man.
I want to watch Scott Pilgrim again. I think this is my conclusion. Actually, I just want to rewatch Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Let's actually not finish this and just watch Scott Pilgrim.
Loki, yeah. I think I'm just gonna do that before bed today. I think I'm gonna rewatch Scott Pilgrim. I'm either gonna rewatch Scott Pilgrim or Coraline, or maybe both, bro.
Both. I mean,
simultaneously. I have two monitors.
Simultaneously.
Both monitors.
Oh God.
No, but I stay up till 6 a.m. every day.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Well, you don't.
Okay. Bye.
You said every day, and that's just a lie.
Most days.
I also. That's a lie. I would not most days.
Brother.
Think about all the time, like elementary
school. Okay. We're not. I'm counting like now. Not like ever. Freaking nature.
Well, you said most days, so that's still incorporating like when you were a child.
Mystery Incorporated.
Hilarious.
Anyway,
you're fucking hilarious.
I don't know. I really enjoyed Infinity War. It's a very, very good movie. I don't know. It's well, partly I don't want to give it to you because I don't want it to be two of your movies in the final.
That's what I was thinking.
You should just give me Coraline.
Infinity War. No, I'm not just gonna give it to you. It's Infinity War. This is my Scott Pilgrim.
Damn. Okay. This is my number 2 movie. Coraline is I think Coraline's more digestible than Infinity War is.
Digestible?
I think it's easier to put Coraline on than it is Infinity War because Infinity War is such a spectacle. I think it's easier to show people Coraline. I showed my grandpa Coraline.
Yeah, Coraline would definitely be a lot easier than Infinity War because I mean, like I've said, Infinity War. If you really like wanted to know everything about it, you would have to watch like majority of the movies prior.
Yeah, and to showing my grandpa Coraline, he said it's crazy what we can do nowadays in the year 2009, when the movie came out. When I showed it to him like a couple years ago, and it's just funny to me. I'm like, this movie's very old. This movie is 16 years old.
Oh damn.
Mm-hmm. I removed 3 from my 9 or from my age. I was like,
bro did quick maths.
I did. I don't know why. I just remembered Pirates of the Caribbean. I love that movie. We haven't gotten to honorable mentions yet, but I love that movie. I'll bring it back up in a second. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I could go either way. At this point, I think I could go either way, but I am clenching onto Coraline just because I don't want you. I just specifically because I don't want you to have 2 movies in the final.
You know what? Just because of that, I'll let you pass Coraline on. But this is fucking ridiculous. I would never in a million do that. just so you know, I'm doing that out of the kindness of my
Thank
heart.
you. I mean, I would never pick Truman Show over Scott Pilgrim. There's a lot of things we wouldn't have done.
Yeah, you know, I think honestly I think this is the better finale than if it was Scott Pilgrim versus Infinity
Endgame.
War
I
or
I
Endgame.
I
Yeah,
think because I in my head like Endgame or Infinity War versus Scott Pilgrim, those are our big ones. But
those are our titans.
we can argue these ones,
Yeah,
which makes it
no,
more interesting.
yeah, this will totally be a lot more interesting than what our actual favorite movies would have been.
Yeah.
So I am fine with this. But now
Yes.
that we have reached the final round, it is time for our honorable mention.
Yes.
Um, so let's just go like back and forth.
Mhm.
I'll start off. So my first honorable mention is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Ooh, I forgot about
Yeah,
that movie.
yeah, dude, it. Oh my god, it was
the
so good.
that no, actually no, that movie's peak. The visuals are peak.
No,
The
it
story's
was
peak.
so good. Dude, Death is the wolf kid. Oh my god, he has so much aura and he's hardly even in.
I know.
He stole the movie. You know how much people online love the character and he had the least amount of screen time.
Dude, that
He,
it well made up for itself from the first movie.
yeah, no, just the whole story of like Puss's like trauma against death and like his final life. The whole let's just watch the movie again.
Yeah,
I'm
bet.
down to watch the movie. It's just such a good. I
Movie
watched this one in
marathon.
theaters when it came out. I didn't know about the first Puss in Boots movie until after I saw this one.
Yeah, it's Humpty Dumpty is the villain.
Yeah, which
I will
really
say I
interesting.
do really like the scene where it's like I think it's like all the flashbacks and it's just Humpty Dumpty in the center of the frame with all of them. That I liked that one. I liked that scene. But it was like it was fine, but like I didn't really care for the solo Puss in Boots movie until The Last Wish. Okay. I mentioned it because I just remembered it. I because I was thinking of movies that came out like around when I was born. I think Pirates came out before I was born. I think it's 2005.
In the year I was born.
I think it was all. Even then, I think it might have been a couple months before you were born. I don't know. I would have to look it up.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, you do that. But Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, 2003.
Oh, I was way off. What?
I wouldn't say off. It was just 2 years.
Yeah. There is a movie that came out the year I
Whoa!
was born. A Pirates movie.
Wait, they're making a Pirates of the Caribbean 6.
They've been
I'm I,
saying that. They've been saying that for a decade
uh,
now.
a trailer just came out in February.
Well, is this a real trailer or an AI trailer?
Well, that's funny.
Because there's a difference. Dude, I was so sad. My dad fell for an AI trailer of Harrison Ford as the grandpa in Up. And I was like, oh, this is sad.
Oh no, this is totally AI.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's sad.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I saw Captain Jack Sparrow and instantly just like that. No, that's AI.
Yeah. But no, Pirates of the Caribbean, for a movie based off of a theme park ride, it is peak, bro.
Yeah, the ride came out first.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I
There's a few movies that are inspired from rides.
I remember. I think I specifically remember we went to Disney. I think a week after they added Jack Sparrow to the theme park ride, and I remember my parents saying that, and I was so confused. I was like, "Why wasn't he in the ride in the first place?" Like, because I didn't know. Because I in my brain, like the movie's been out before I was born, so like the ride would have came out after. But yeah, no. But no, it's a really fun movie. Captain Jack is a really fun character. Elizabeth Swann's a fun character. Orlando Bloom's character, I don't remember his name. Orlando Bloom's character is really good. It's got fun sword fights. I just love like the world and like all of like the mythos surrounding it. And it's just a fun story. And like, oh dude, the scene where he says you wasted your bullet and then he starts bleeding. Oh, that's such peak, bro. It's such peak because I love it so much.
So much aura.
The Pirates movies get increasingly worse, but I still like them all. I don't think any of them are bad movies like some people say. I think they're all great. Anyway, your next honorable mention.
All right, for my second honorable mention, I have Luca. Another
Oh,
Pixar movie. I really enjoyed Luca
you
when I
picked
first watched
random
it. I watched
Pixar
it
movies.
not
Well,
random.
not random, but like not Pixar movies I'd expect.
I watched Luca with my family when I first watched it, and at the end we were all crying. Well, except my dad, because
Your
he
dad is
rarely cries,
your dad
except
must
for
be
in
so disappointed at how much you cry because he named you after Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's like, bro is not living up to this name.
Yeah, no, I'm not living up to who I'm named after at all. But I really enjoyed Luca though. It was a really good movie. I rewatched it by myself, and it still held up. It's just so good.
It is a good movie. It's a gay allegory.
Yeah, but like I
I
when I
didn't say
watch it,
that as a bad
I
thing.
don't
I was just saying as to make this clear. I was saying it was a bad thing. I was just stating a fact that I knew.
yeah, when I watched the movie, I didn't even think about it. They're kids. Like, come
I
on, man.
honestly I didn't know until someone told me.
Yeah, I only heard of it like the online people saying that they're shipping them.
Mm.
They're so adorable.
Hey, this is off topic, but I just want to mention it real quick. I think it's so maybe I'm just not on the right side of it, the internet, but I think it's so interesting because Oda hates like shipping, and he said no Straw Hats will ever be in a relationship. I think it's so interesting how most of the One Piece community fully like goes with that. Like I never like compared to every other like piece of media that I engage with, I like rarely see shipping in One Piece, and if it is, it's Zoro and Sanji. And I feel like that's more of a
No,
joke than it is like a.
no, no. You're forgetting Robin and Frankie.
I see that sometimes, but I honestly don't. I don't know. At the very least, comparatively to any other piece of media I engage with, no, like and people, like I don't see people ship these characters. And I think it's interesting. People respect Oda's wishes, bro. Did you know Oda had to make a rule for the live action that no Straw Hats will date each other?
For the live action. Oh,
Yeah.
because they're doing like their own story in a way.
Yeah. You know for a fact if he didn't say that, Nami and Luffy would have a thing.
Oh God.
But no, I'm right though. You know I'm right.
Yeah, probably.
But I'd say that was just off topic. I just wanted to mention. Continue what you were saying about Luca.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Mine none.
Yep.
I took this movie off and I put what did I put? This movie I had in it. I think I mentioned it last week. I had One Piece Film Red in it.
Oh yeah.
This was like gonna be my joke answer, like how you had a Minecraft movie as a joke answer. Dumb and Dumber basically became my joke answer, but like I just felt like I love comedies, so I just felt like putting a classic comedy in there, even though like it wasn't gonna win. Wait, honestly, we could just do more movie stuff, but like pick a specific category.
We could.
But we're doing anime next. But anyway. One Piece Film Red is my favorite One Piece one. It's my favorite musical of all time. Because the music is peak. Film Red and Scott Pilgrim are the only two. I guess could Scott Pilgrim be considered a musical? Then if so, then I guess that is my favorite musical. And my second favorite musical.
I could consider Scott Pilgrim.
It's as much a musical as
There's
Film Red is.
Yeah.
Because Film Red, it really isn't that much of a musical. I just like calling it a musical, so I could say my favorite musical is Film Red. But those two movies are the only ones that I like actively will listen to the songs from them. But yeah, no, Film Red is just the best One Piece film, just like hands down. It's very funny. It has it has some good action in it, and then it has like I don't know, just a nice moment between Luffy and Uta, who is a canon character. And even Shank has nice moments with Shanks, but no, it was gonna be a joke answer, but I took it out to put Jurassic Park in.
All right. So my next one I I honestly, if I thought about it sooner, probably would have made my list. Um, it's super bad.
Dude, so whenever Dumb and Dumber
It
would get so I put the trailers on without audio while we talk, and whenever Dumb and Dumber gets through, either Dumb and Dumber or Scott Pilgrim, since Michael Cera's in it, I see this a super bad trailer and I'm like, super bad. I like like whenever I saw it, I was like,
it's
that's a good movie.
it's one of the most funniest movies I've ever seen.
Funniest.
It Yes. Um, yeah, it was so funny that it made me create a new word. Um,
I
it,
think
it was
funniest
so,
is a
it's so
word,
good though. It's so,
technically. No,
I
keep
mean,
going.
enough people used it. Enough people used it. I mean, the whole like definition of a word is just something that people use commonly. So funnier, funniest, funnier, funnier is a real word. Yeah, whatever. Getting off topic. Um, super bad though. It's hilarious. Like I said, one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. There's just so much dumb shit in that movie. Fucking McLovin. Oh my god, bro.
That
Dude, that's still going on. Like people still love McLovin.
yeah. I
The image, the fake ID. It's so iconic.
I
Everyone knows it. Like there's no way.
my favorite part of that scene is the escalation, because like it like starts things like oh, you picked Hawaii, okay, I guess that's like, to like make it so they can't trace it, and then like
Yeah.
the final thing is McLovin.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Cera, you're Jonah Hill, Easton's McLovin.
Fair enough.
No, Superbad's a great movie. Jonah Hill had a fight to be in that movie.
Really.
They were concerned he was gonna be too old.
Me too. What? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how old was he when they made it?
Let's look it up. Michael Cera never has this problem. Michael Cera has the opposite problem where he has to grow a beard to look older.
He's just forever young. Forever young. I want to be.
He was 23.
23.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked the part. It's fine.
Another great Jonah Hill movie that I just remembered, where it's him as an adult being a high schooler, but that's more of a plot point, is 21 Jump Street. I love that movie.
Oh yeah. Dude, isn't 22 Jump Street that? My name is Jeff.
Yeah, 22 Jump Street is my name.
Dude. Dude, I actually watched 22 Jump Street before 20, and that scene made me just fucking die of laughter.
I actually still haven't seen 22.
Really?
Yeah.
You should.
21 is good. It's very funny. But I like it's Johnny Depp and someone else. They have a cameo in it, but the reason they have a cameo is because they were the original 21 Jump Street.
Oh. Wait, there was another one?
It's a show. And I think it's more serious, and I think this is like a comedic reboot. My next thing, I guess. I also had this down, and then I replaced it with Toy Story 2, and part of my thing was I knew you hadn't seen this movie, and I think I like Toy Story 2 more. It's Spirited Away.
Oh.
That's
a movie I've always wanted to watch. I just never gone around to it.
Mm-hmm. Spirited Away, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's just a very fun film. It's I use fun too much. It's just a general adjective. But no, it's a very nice looking film. It's just a vibe, bro. But also, I think it's good that I'm realizing now it's good that I didn't put it on, because I haven't watched it in so long that I actually don't think I have that much to say about it. Kind of like you with Iron Giant. I think it's been long enough.
I fumbled with the Iron Giant one. I could have done better.
It's alright. I mean, what Iron Giant went up against is in the final right now.
Yeah.
But,
so I mean, it was a losing battle.
Yeah, we should watch Spirited Away together sometime. I think that'd be fun.
We should.
And I think we each have one more of our honorable mentions.
I actually have 2 others.
Oh damn, we added one.
I said from the very beginning I had
Oh,
5. Okay. So my next one is Fight Club.
I haven't seen Fight Club.
Really?
Yeah, it's been on my
My
list,
dad
but I
wanted to
just
watch it.
haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, huh. So like Spirit on one.
I didn't
No,
bash
Fight
you for
Club.
not watching.
My dad and I watched that one. It's a good movie. The premise of it, they started Fight Club, and that's it.
Oh, really?
No, I'm kidding. um, well, I mean, I don't want to say too much since you haven't. It's a good movie though. The plot twist at the end is absolutely insane. Like, oh my god, it's one of the most insane plot twists ever. So you definitely need to watch this.
Okay. My last honorable mention is Terminator 2. I love Terminator 2. I like it more than the first one. Depending, okay. If you like Terminator 1 or 2 more, it depends on one thing. Do you like a horror movie more, or do you like an action movie more? And that's really it. Which is why Easton likes 1 more than 2. But Terminator 2 is one of my favorite action films of all time. It's just like so good. Like it's just like I remember you said you haven't seen either of them. I want to watch Terminator 2 specifically. I'll make you watch 1 because you got to watch 1, which is also peak. 1 is peak, but 2 is just, I don't know. There's something about 2. It's just great. It has iconic moments. It has him phasing through the thing. It has a lot of memorable quotes. Yeah. Well, both of them do. Both of them have a very famous quote. The first one has "I'll be back," and then the second one has "Hasta la vista, baby." But the end fight scene, and he's just like all torn up, and he's like in pieces. And then when he lowers into the I don't want to reveal too much, but it's good. I like John Carter as a character. His mom kind of like turned into like this badass after the first movie. It's just a good movie. It's one of my favorite action films.
No, it's not.
Okay, that was a long pause. I'm leaving in that pause.
I just didn't know what to say.
It was such a long pause that I nearly clicked on Discord to see if it messed up.
I just didn't know what to say. But for my final honorable mention, I have the second Borat movie. I recently watched that, and by recently it was like the other day. And bro, it was hilarious. I never watched the first one, but they did enough in this movie where like I can understand what happened in the first one, and you don't need to watch the first one to understand this one. But this one, it's just so funny, and all the I'm pretty sure all the scenes where he's out in like public is just genuine people's reaction,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so good. It's so funny. One of my so the whole movie premise is he's trying to sell his daughter off, and so he's like trying to pretty her up, and one of my favorite scene in the movie is he buys her a cupcake as a treat, and there's a little baby doll on it, and she she was back in their hometown. She was poorly treated. She was caged up, so she doesn't know how to eat. And so what Borat had to do, he took her behind the building, like by this dumpster, and just like force fed her the cupcake, and she choked on the baby, and they couldn't get it out, so they had to go to the doctors. And at the doctors, they did not once explain that it was a plastic baby toy stuck inside of her throat. They just kept telling the doctor that he put a baby in her. They kept referring like, I put a baby in my daughter. Can you get it out? And the doctor the whole time is just like, but it's a living, breathing thing. And they're like, no, it's very small. It's not alive. The doctor, no, it's alive. It's a living, breathing thing. God put that baby inside of you. It's oh my, I'm explaining it. I did a decent job explaining it, but it was just so funny. I can't explain how funny it was.
You can't like without watching it, you can never describe a joke. You can never describe a joke.
Oh,
So
never.
no matter how well you're describing it, you'll never be able to capture what it would be like for someone to just watch it.
Yeah.
That's why I've mainly just been quoting jokes that I liked instead of describing them.
Well, I mean, in that scene, it's not really like just one joke. It's a whole played out thing.
Yeah.
So which makes it harder to explain, but I got my point across. You should watch the movie. I should show you the movie. It's hilarious.
All right.
But I will also they speak a different language a good portion of it. Like the daughter and Borat, they speak to each other in that language, and for some reason I just never put captions on, so I didn't understand anything they were saying.
Wait,
the whole movie.
It didn't auto caption the other language?
No, it did not. I thought it would, and when I realized it wasn't, I'm like, I don't want to get up and put the captions on. So I thugged it out, and I missed a lot of stuff because they'd be talking, and all of a sudden, just like, she would get like excited or something. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
Should have learned the language.
I should.
All right.
It's just so I can rewatch the movie.
All right. With that being said, we are on to the final two. We have Coraline versus The Truman Show. Nightmare Blunt Rotation.
That would be, dude. Honestly, that totally would be.
No, why these two I was not expecting to be the final. Yeah, but then again, I thought Scott Pilgrim was going to be the final, and I should have known that. Okay, I knew you were never gonna let it get that far, but like in my heart of hearts, I was like, it's the best movie. It's the best one, actually.
Yeah, Infinity War should have been up here instead of Coraline.
Nah.
But I'm a good friend, and this is interesting. This is a very interesting competition we have here because I don't know how we could settle this except for rock paper scissors, but we're not doing that.
We're not allowed to. We already established our arbitrary rules.
We need a actual winner. Do you want to make your judgment first?
I think the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to reinstate why I like Coraline and reinstate why I like Truman Show, because I voted for both of these movies every time. And I think we both. Okay, that's not true. I've had to convince you for Coraline. But like I voted for both of these both times, so both of these are, this could go either way for me. So I think the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna reinstate why I like both of them, and then I think me talking about why I like both of them is going to help me pick which one I like more. It's kind of like how I was gonna pick Infinity War over Jurassic Park. I still did, but like I was really second guessing myself after I explained why I like Jurassic Park, and I'm like, wait, this movie's actually peak. so I'm gonna do that with both of them. So we're not playing favorites. Coraline.
All right.
Coraline is Coraline is in something. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. I saw Coraline in theaters recently.
Yeah, because it came out again.
I just remembered that, and I don't know why I just remembered that. But no, it's
there was so much promotion about that. Remember all those statues of the cat they put out?
No, so here's the thing. I was in Utah, you're in Oregon. You're in the state where the movie was made.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
fair enough.
The only reason I knew it was happening is I went to go see a different movie, and there was a trailer for it, and I was like, I want to go see that. Granted, there's a good chance I would maybe go see The Truman Show in theaters if it was replaying again. However, I probably wouldn't go if there was no one to go with. However, when Coraline was in theaters, I was kind of like, we're going. Like it was like a thing. Like I think it was like either my mom or my dad. Like it was my dad definitely. I was like, we're going to see this. No ifs, ands, or buts. But anyway, Coraline has a lot going for it for me specifically, which I know makes it hard for us to argue which is like the best, but we mentioned at the beginning that this is our personal opinions. It's in a style I adore. I love stop motion so much. I want to make a stop motion film, bro. Like, I love stop motion so much. I love all of Leica's films. Oregon mentioned, like we mentioned. Um,
Nice one.
it has all this like creepy stuff that I love. It has these fun set pieces. It has like it's just it just has so much going for it. Truman Show. What's great about the Truman Show is it has like a really, really simple, but really, really well told story.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells its story so well. I think Coraline tells its story well, but I think Truman Show just like I feel like I don't know, Truman Show just has so many good character moments, and there's so much like foreshadowing. It's very like well made. It's like
Yeah.
I guess here's where I am. Coraline is like a bowl that has like your favorite character on it. But the Truman Bowl is like the best made bowl in the store. But you can only buy one bowl. So which bowl are you buying? Did I explain that well?
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but a bowl is a very weird
I know
way to go about it.
Okay. Unironically, I said bowl, so I watched A Whisker Away, which is a Netflix anime movie, and in it there's like pottery and stuff. So I was thinking of pots, but then I changed it to bowl. So I was just random reference, but I don't know. It's just like Coraline has so much stuff that I personally latch onto and I adore and I love, but I recognize Truman Show is just so well made. So that's kind of where I am. It's hard for me to choose, but I love both of these movies.
No, I totally agree. I mean that's why they are the finalists. They both are just great movies. We love both these movies. Like with Coraline, like you kept saying, it's more stuff that you enjoy. I still love the movie, but it's just not the kind of movie that I personally would put like my favorite. Clear, that's why it's not on my list. But the fuck, I keep thinking of points in my head. I just can't get it out. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Yeah. That's cool.
Nice defense.
Yeah.
Nice counter argument.
No. Well, I was just gonna keep talking about Coraline, and just like why it was good, but I can't remember what I was gonna say. But with the Truman Show, in like what you said earlier, if it got re-released, I would totally go watch that in theaters. Easton would drag me to go watch that movie in theaters. I feel like he also loves that show. So since it's the Tardy Boys podcast, we fuck off. It's the Truman Show. That's why I got mixed up.
Wait, we call Easton. He picks. I mean, he's picking Truman Show.
He's
but
gonna
like,
pick the Truman Show.
I know, but like also just for the pure spectacle of it. I think it is cool if Easton picks.
I bet. I'm gonna call him right now.
I was gonna call him, but okay. Make sure you put him against your mic so I can hear his audio.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't pick up.
That'd be crazy.
Here's what I will say before Easton picks. I think I will lean towards the Truman Show. Personally speaking.
Hey.
Okay, I'll let you do this first.
So I just need to call you real quick because I just need you to be the final like pick for which movie is better. Okay. Do you like? Okay, which movie do you think's better, Coraline, or the Truman Show?
Truman Show.
Yeah.
Tell him to say the N-word.
We figured. Kaleb wants you to say the N-word. Well, we're recording the podcast.
Don't tell him that.
We're on our own separate call because you don't want to join us. Yeah, we're still recording. Well, we're about to finish.
On you. I can't.
Okay.
Hear
Well,
him,
I'm not. I'm. Well, he was just saying he's gonna eat.
I'm
I'm probably not going to be on when you get back. I have work tomorrow.
I probably will be leaving too, by the way. I'm going to watch Coraline, and then I'm watching Scott Pilgrim.
All right. Well, toodles, Ethan. Thanks for your answer.
I know Truman Show won, but I'm flipping a coin anyway because it's funny.
Buddy.
It picked Truman Show.
Let's go, dude. See, all the signs are pointing towards the Truman Show.
I was saying as you were calling him, but I was like, I think I'm leaning towards Truman Show. As I said, honestly, I'm picking Coraline 9 times out of 10, for against the Truman Show. But if we're looking at this in a vacuum, I think Truman Show just, it is the better movie. It's easier to watch with people. Like I put on Coraline sometimes, like if people are like, what should we watch? I'm like, Coraline though. And because especially compared to other things I like Scott Pilgrim is too. I showed my mom that movie. She did not like it.
Damn.
I remember she made me pause the movie because she needed a break. It was the scene where Scott wakes up and then Wallace wakes up and then other Scott wakes up.
Oh.
Well, I think it was other Scott and then the other guy. It was other Scott and then another guy that Wallace was going out with. And I think I remember she just went, "What's happening?" and made me pause it. She needed a break. Good, but what I will say, Coraline's definitely easier to digest than something like that.
Yeah.
But The Truman Show is just a great pick. We watched it for movie night together.
Even though we all already saw it before, it's just that good.
Yeah. I was gonna say I think we've already seen most of the movies we watched for movie night, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think this and Bruce Almighty are the only two that we both all have seen before watching it. You fell asleep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't remember it.
The reason I knew you fell asleep is because you let the credits play, and I was like, Austin would never do this. No, I also, speaking of that movie, I know we've mentioned this before. It's so weird to say, but I forgot how religious that movie was. I remembered he got the powers of God and everything, but I forgot, I guess religious isn't the word. I forgot how preachy it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that necessarily is a bad thing, but I just, for some reason, I just remember him. I remember more of the fun stuff than the preachy stuff. I mean, which makes sense. I watched that when I was a kid. So I'm not going to remember all of the teachings.
That movie converts you.
Well, I've grown up religious. If anyone, it would convert you. But anyway, yeah, I think it's just gonna go to the Truman Show. I think I like Coraline more, just personally, but I think I recognize that this one has to win.
Yeah, because this is our tier list. This is what we determine is the best show. Fuck! I kept reading Truman Show.
I can export a Spotify playlist.
Oh wow! Of all the trailers, crazy. No, but yeah. So this is our overall list. So overall, Truman Show wins. It's just it's that movie. Congratulations, Truman Show. Congratulations to me. This is a movie I picked. I'm just better.
What are these songs?
You can't hear me, but I'm giving a round of applause.
Oh wait, it's actually picking stuff. It's picking songs from the movies, and that's what it's made the playlist of.
Oh, that's actually cool.
That is cool. Hold on, I'll send it to you. Link in description. Anyway, let us know what you want to see next. I think we'll do anime next, but I think before we do that, we'll just do a normal episode. Unless we don't have any topics next week. Which is definitely not. That's not why we did this. It definitely wasn't because we sat here for a full minute thinking of things to talk about and couldn't think of one.
Yeah, not at all.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think your favorite movie is and how you would have voted differently against us. Let us know anime you want to see. Honestly, I think that one will be different because me and Austin will make the list together rather than each picking ones because we have to work with like what we both have seen, and also not stepping on each other's toes could be like a lot of the same stuff.
Yeah, well, two of our top 3 anime are the same.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
it's gonna be
if you want to see
very
us,
interesting.
if you want to see us argue One Piece over Attack on Titan, you can do that. Those are gonna be the top 2, and you know it.
I can see that happening. Yeah.
But anyway, let us know. Let us know just general topics you want us to hear us talk about. Let us know any just other fun things you want to see us do. I'm thinking, I haven't talked to Austin or Easton about this, but I'm gonna say this publicly now. I've been thinking about us turning our movie nights into little like fun little things that we just put on this channel sometimes. Eventually, if we had a Patreon, that would become a Patreon thing, but we don't have a Patreon. Yeah, let us know any guests you want on this podcast, and why is it Austin's dad. But with that being said, stay tardy.